So President Biden preparing to offer legal status to thousands of illegal immigrants as early as tomorrow. The Parole in Place program will offer work permits to illegal immigrants that are married to U.S. citizens, given that they've lived in the U.S. for at least 10 years. As many as 1.1 million could be eligible for the initiative. Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Rachel Campos-Duffy joins us, and I'm sure she has some thoughts on this. Parole in place? I mean, I just don't understand how this could not be amnesty and incentive to continue to cross the border. Rachel.
Of course it is. You know, the Democrats create this illegal immigration problem, and then they come up with solutions that just happen to benefit them, or they think are designed to benefit them electorally. This should not be an executive order. This should be, done as a law so that the people have a voice in this, and it's not up to a very desperate, power-hungry president. And that's the situation we're in. The irony, of course, Lawrence, is that mass deportation, that policy idea, is more popular than ever. Among registered voters, it's over 60%. But get this, among Hispanics, the numbers are 53 to 47. So a majority of Hispanics now are favoring mass deportation. And the reason is very simple.
So they try to...
Go ahead.
Yeah, they try to pander, and it still doesn't work. So, Rachel, I wanted to get your comment on the tragic loss of the mother of five, Rachel Morin. We learned that suspect was also an illegal alien in the country, murdered someone else in his home country, and we don't do any vetting at the border, or we allow them into the country, and then we decide to vet them.
Yeah, you know, women in particular do not want Joe Biden to open the door of our country to millions of unvetted men from very dangerous countries, and that's exactly what's happening. You know, the Democrats are running on abortion. That's their strategy to win over women. I think that next to inflation, crime is shaping up to be the #1 women's issue, and it's really simple, Lawrence. The reason is women are vulnerable. Biologically, we're weaker than men. So more than men, we depend on the state to provide public safety for us, to provide law and order. And so I think, you know, go ahead, Democrats, run on unfettered abortion. Donald Trump is running on law and order and getting rid of, you know, these defund the police crazy policies that then put these criminals back on the streets, and on these immigration laws that are, you know, allowing people like the man who killed that's a mother of five. That's a mother of five who went out for a hike. You know, every mother's greatest nightmare is what happened to that woman, or what happened to Laken Riley, that your daughter would just go out for a jog near her college campus and wind up dead. And so this is turning out to be a huge campaign issue.
Yep.
I don't think that this executive order is going to make a difference. Inflation, the economy, and crime are women's issues this election cycle.
Well, no one has covered it more than you, Rachel. You've been out front. You've been warning about the NGOs. You actually went there and covered actually what's happening there. Hopefully, we know our audience is listening. We hope the White House starts listening. Thanks so much for coming on the program, Rachel.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.